You might think the saber-toothed tiger was killed by climate change, but you would be wrong. It was betrayed by its own genes. In 2019, scientists from the California Institute of Technology used CT scans to examine 412 saber-toothed tiger fossils and discovered that 90 fine teram of adult saber-toothed tigers had fatal cracks in their tooth roots. Every time they bit into prey, the probability of their fangs breaking increased by 17 fine teram. Even more terrifyingly, saber-toothed tigers with broken teeth survived no longer than 11 days because they were simply unable to eat. 3 million years of evolution had turned them into a disposable species. In November 2024, Russian scientists in the Siberian permafrost unearthed a 37,000-year-old mummified saber-toothed tiger cub. This was the first time in human history that the soft tissue of a saber-toothed tiger was discovered. This 3-week-old kitten had a neck as thick as that of an adult lion. Its forelimb muscles were twice as developed as a lion's, and its mouth was wide enough to fit 2 fists. From the moment of its birth, it was a machine born for the kill. But counterintuitively, despite such a powerful body, its bite force was pitifully weak. A modern lion has a bite force of 420 kilograms, while a saber-toothed tiger had only 160 kilograms. Even a wild dog bites harder than it did. So how did it remain at the top of the food chain for 3 million years? The answer lies in its hunting method. Saber-toothed tigers did not rely on biting. They relied on slamming. A 300-kilogram saber-toothed tiger would use its massive forelimbs to pin down its prey, slamming it to the ground, and then open its jaws to 120 degrees to drive its 2.8-centimeter fangs precisely into the soft tissue of the throat. It was not biting, but shearing. It was slicing, causing death by blood loss within 3 seconds, faster than a modern lion kills a buffalo. However, this highly specialized killing method meant the saber-toothed tiger could only hunt large animals. Its heavy body could not keep up with agile, small prey, and its long fangs, when used against small animals, were completely useless. Therefore, when large prey began to disappear, the saber-toothed tiger was left completely stranded. What is even more shocking is that saber-toothed tigers may have been social animals. In the La Brea tar pits of Los Angeles, more than 2,000 saber-toothed tiger fossils have been excavated. Many of the skeletons show signs of healed injuries, broken leg bones, fractured ribs, and even skulls that have been bitten through. If these injuries occurred in a solitary tiger, it would essentially be a death sentence. But these saber-toothed tigers survived, indicating that other members of the pride were caring for them and sharing food with them. Yet despite being such a formidable species, they ultimately went extinct. In 2023, scientists conducted precise dating on 172 fossil specimens from the La Brea tar pits. They found that between 14,000 and 13,000 years ago, within this short span of 1,000 years, the saber-toothed tiger, direwolf, mammoth, and giant ground sloth all vanished. First, the herbivores went extinct, and only a few centuries later did the predators follow. In nearby lake sediments, scientists discovered large amounts of charcoal, proving that a superfire lasting 300 years had occurred at that time. Forests across North America burned for 300 years. The climate warmed. Humans entered the Americas to hunt megafauna. Vegetation spiraled out of control. Wildfires became frequent. The ecosystem completely collapsed. The saber-toothed tiger did not face just one enemy. It was 4 killers striking simultaneously. But the most fatal issue was the saber-toothed tiger's own flaw. Over 2 million years of evolution had turned them into perfect megafinacling machines. With short hind legs, they were not built for chasing. With long teeth, they could only kill large prey. With powerful bodies, they could only eat massive, meaty animals. As mammoths, giant ground sloths, and ancient bison went extinct one by one, leaving behind only agile, small animals, the The heavy body of the saber-toothed tiger simply could not keep up. Meanwhile, flexible predators like wolves and coyotes thrived in this new environment. They ate anything. They could catch anything. The ultimate irony is that 10,000 years ago, when the last saber-toothed tiger died, humans had already established the city of Jericho in the Middle East. It was the world's first city, and it had already flourished for over 1,000 years. We and the saber-toothed tiger once shared the same land, but in the end, unarmed and vulnerable humans survived, while the saber-toothed tiger, with a 160-kilogram bite force and 28-centimeter fangs, vanished forever. Why? Because humans eat anything. They are capable of eating everything. If they cannot find meat, they eat fruit. If the fruit is gone, they eat roots. If the roots are gone, they eat insects. But the saber-toothed tiger only knew how to do one thing: kill large animals. This is that fatal bug overspecialization. What is even more terrifying is that the saber-toothed weapon has been independently invented at least 5 times in Earth's history. The first appeared 272 million years ago in Gorgonopsids. They were wiped out in the Permian mass extinction. Then came the Nimravidae 42 million years ago, and the marsupial Phylocosmolus in South America. Every time the owners of these blades marched toward extinction. Is this a coincidence? Or is the saber-tooth itself a death design? Power does not equal eternity. Perfection does not represent safety. Being too specialized is digging one's own grave. Evolution has spent over 200 million years telling us a cruel truth. On this planet, adaptability is always more important than strength. Flexibility is always more important than perfection. The 28-centimeter fangs of the saber-toothed tiger ultimately did not pierce the mammoth's throat. Instead, they pierced its own future. Those humans shivering in caves because they ate anything and could adapt to anything eventually stood at the top of the food chain. It is not the strongest that survive. It is not the smartest that survive, but those who can best adapt to change.